section 2.6, which is paragraph 79 onwards. Reading and provision of statement. Now, there's nothing preventing a witness bringing documents with him, oddly enough. Well, I mean, the problem, we can bring personal documents for whatever reason, read books, whatever. But there's nothing in relation to bringing documents that are related to the proceedings. And here the issue is the fact that the witness has an opportunity to refresh his memory going back in the evening, it seems, to wherever he's located under the care and control of the VWU, and has the opportunity to look at documents he would have brought with him related to these proceedings, like this letter we were referring to. Now, if you look at paragraph 91 of that decision on the courtroom familiarization, the protocol, on familiarization, it is clearly indicated that the witness will be reminded that none of the material the witness has reread can be brought into the court. But these documents refer to documents being provided by the parties for the purposes of refreshing reading material. His statement, annexes, and the list is provided by the VWU to what the witness consulted. Here it is, we submit, important that the parties have access to the material that the witness is refreshing or consulting in the evening before coming to court. We don't know what that is. Is it limited only to the UN documents? Then fine. The witness is coming with this document. But as we have seen with other cases, including very recently, if a witness can consult documents that the parties don't have access to, well then his testimony is being potentially, I don't want to use the word influence, but it's extrinsic to what the parties have. So therefore we would seek two things. First of all, if need be, that the familiarization protocol be amended, that any documents related to the proceedings with which a witness comes to The Hague or familiarize himself with be given to the VWU, and that he has no any witness has no access to that when his witness testimony is started. And that includes, obviously, any statements he may have given to the prosecution. So that's the general principle. The second here specifically is we would seek that all documents in his possession related to this proceedings, I'm not looking at medical records that the witness may need to go in next week. We're talking related to the proceedings, that be handed over to the VWU, and that you, the chamber, have a look at these documents to decide if the parties should have access to them. Because it may, if a witness is not allowed to refresh his memory in the courtroom with the material that was provided to him, it cannot be circumvented at night with other documents that he may have brought with him. It's a pure logic, like the parties cannot have contact with a witness while he's testifying. It's the same thing. It's to preserve the integrity of a witness, his testimony. The credibility here is at issue. So that is the point that we want to make, and it was raised when, obviously, the chamber requested that the document be brought. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Maître Altit.
Merci, Monsieur le Président.
Maître Altit, I thank you, Mr. President. I'm getting to my feet once again with some difficulty. To be quite frank, I'm not sure that I've really understood the logic followed by my excellent colleague. Why can't we do things simply? We see that the witness has a useful item for the establishment of the truth. Your chamber respects that he bring this. We discuss it all in an inter participants manner, adversarial manner. So where does the problem lie? The familiarization issues have nothing to do with this. The witness can go and have a look at Wikipedia on his computer if he wants to. He can look at anything that he likes. He's free. We're not going to stop him. He might remember something important during his testimony and say, oh, yes, there's something very important that I forgot. Let me go and get it from my place. We need to be simple. We're not going to, the problem here. All I can see are the advantages to listening to him and see what comes, and then talk about things with the prosecution, discuss this item which is useful in the establishment with the truth, and it has nothing, we're all in agreement, it has nothing to do at all with familiarization. These are two completely different things.
Mr. Knopes?
Thank you, Mr. President. In general, I think the suggestion of Mr. MacDonald is reasonable if it applies to both sides, which is his proposal. The question is whether the familiarization protocol is to be amended for this reason. If you honors look at paragraph 90 of the protocol, in the second sentence, the VWU can report when something exceptional occurs during the statement reading process and when it comes to the attention of the VW staff. In that scenario, the VW will report this to the entity calling the witness and the chamber. The VW could be instructed simply to ask the witness whether he has specific documents being brought to The Hague, not being any documents which were part of the reading material, and then the protocol can actually do its way as it's suggested in paragraph 90. So that's our observation, and we leave it in the hands of the chamber to accept this suggestion either by amending or by simply referring to paragraph 90 of the protocol. Thank you.
Thank you. The chamber will come with a decision, oral decision, probably tomorrow morning. Before adjourning to tomorrow morning. No.
No, very quickly.
But I don't think there is a shredder in the hotel room.
No, but then, okay, all right. It's. I know there's not a shredder, but there's mind refreshing overnight.
We can do it orally.
Okay.
Also. We can deal with it in a different way.
Thank you.
Before adjourning, I just want to say that the problem of Monday is solved. But in the meantime, we will sit on Monday. We will exhaust this witness regularly until it is needed. So the council, the registry, to appoint somebody from OPCD to be here on Monday morning to assist as duty counsel for Article 74.
Last issue, scheduling. Can we take for granted, Your Honor, that witness 108 does not need to travel to come and testify next week, since we have only 4 days and 1 day will be certainly taken by the continuation of the testimony of the current witness?
Let's think about it a minute and...
yes, if by email, if the parties can be informed. Of course, I don't want to put the chamber on the spot, but it is our assessment that would be very unlikely that certainly the the questioning by the defense would take place, even if 108 was to be heard.
Yes, we
And also you have a decision to render as to the mode of questioning of that
yes,
witness.
of course. We will deal with it by early tomorrow morning. So the hearing is adjourned to tomorrow morning, 9:30. Please, Maître Bougnon.
Monsieur le Président, désolé.
Maître Bougnon, I'm sorry. I know that everyone's tired. But I haven't really understood.
De ma compréhension,
Well, from what I understood, I'm not sure that we will be finishing on Monday. If I understood what the prosecution says, we are obliged to finish. If I understood correctly, after Monday, there are 3 or 4 remaining days for another witness. But I don't believe that we have yet said that we will finish on Monday. I just want to make sure of this.
d'accord là-dessus.
If we're in agreement on this, then I won't say anything further.
Said that we will continue on Monday and we will finish exhausting this witness and not interrupt the questioning. Whatever it is needed, obviously I urge also all the parties not to raise the same questions which were already dealt with by the other parties. So hopefully we can finish in a time, foreseeable time. We know that on next Friday, 7th April, we are not sitting because I'm sitting in another hearing, and therefore we have only 4 days left, and therefore we'll make the calculation suggested by the Office of the Prosecutor, and early tomorrow morning, well, by tomorrow morning we will have decided upon also this issue. So, now I think I can adjourn the hearing to tomorrow morning, 9:30. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All rise.